Well, I'm a junior here at St. Vincent College. I'm 20 years old. Just this past semester, that was fall semester of junior year, I decided to go abroad to study in London, England, to the Central Abroad program, which was unbelievable. It was one of the best experiences I've ever had. And I don't really know what to say about it, how to sum it up, other than it was probably one of the most interesting experiences of my entire life, living in a completely different environment, so far away from home for such a long period of time. I've been interested in videography probably since I started snowboarding. That's where I got my interest in it. And I would say I'm probably more on the artistic side of, behind the camera and whatnot. I mean, it was just going abroad and being in these great places was really, really a great opportunity to get, just a lot of random footage, like no solid foundation to it. It was just kind of I took my camera with me on my travels, and there'd be a sunset here and I get that, or there'd be surfing here and I get that, or just one of my friends would be with me, and just I don't know. It was interesting to be able to record all the the different things that we were doing while we were there, and at the same time it was just like point, click, shoot, and the scenery did the rest for you. I mean, the first day I got there, I was a little bit nervous and everything. You're in a whole new place, and you basically have the idea of England as being like, I'd always had the idea of it being like the Snatch films, like the English mob films with the generic accents, and football or soccer being the big thing over there, and which it turned out to be, of course. But I mean, a daily life, it was basically consisted of going to classes, which was riding on the tube or the underground system, which was very easy to figure out how to use. I mean, I made a few English friends while I was there, a few French people. The big campus I was going to, LMU, had people from all over the world taking classes there, so it was extremely interesting to interact with people from, France and Portugal, Spain, Russia, I mean, just all over the world, China. But I made a lot of American friends. A majority of them were from Central, out in Iowa and Texas. I think there was one person from Florida. There was just people from all over the country that came and stayed at our house with us, in New York as well. It was just whole multitude of people from all over the country, so it was interesting to see, hear their stories from the rest of the United States as well.
Hi. Hold on, let me reenact Brady's morning. Okay? Hold on. Oh! Oh! 6:30 in the morning, son of a I think I'm gonna throw a show and get my day started taking Hey, Mark! What are you doing?
Shut the up! It's only 11 in the morning.
I expect them to be much
It was actually funny. I think out of anybody on the trip, I had the most visitors. I had a good friend of mine from high school, Joe, came to visit me. And he was fun because, during, when we would go out and I would work on projects, filming, he would always be interested in trying to help me out with getting footage and whatnot, so that was fun. My friend from college here at St. Vincent, Amy McDonough, came to visit me, and that was extremely interesting. He had never been to England before, so it was fun showing him around the city.
From Bailey's? You ever drunk Bailey's from a shoe?
While I was in England, I actually did have the opportunity to go to visit other countries. The first weekend that I traveled alone was maybe about 3 weeks into the trip, and spur of the moment, the night before, I bought a bus ticket up to Edinburgh, Scotland, and that was interesting, just being on my own, staying in a hostel for the first time was very interesting, especially just meeting all the different people from all over the world and just playing card games. You know, I considered never thought of anybody from the rest of the world knowing how to play, and just socializing with those people was interesting. The city of Edinburgh was unbelievable. I honestly didn't think I would enjoy it as much as I did, but just hiking up to the Highlands, and you know, it felt like something right out of Braveheart. It was really interesting. And then the following weekend, or the following trip from that, was actually in Ireland. We went to Dublin. And Dublin, I was actually kind of disappointed with Dublin. It wasn't everything I'd hoped it would be, you know, considering I have Irish heritage in me. We did go to the Guinness factory, which was the highlight of the trip, I would say. But besides that, we ended up going out to the coast, and that was the first time I'd seen the ocean from the other side, you know, from the other side of the world. But not from the other side of the world, but looking back, you know, towards the United States. Not that you could see it, but it was just kind of funny saying, oh, pointing back home. It was just interesting to realize how far away you were from home, you know, from these 300-foot cliffs that we were standing on, which was really interesting.